Hi guys, so today I wanted to talk to you about lists, filters, and views. So as I'm sure you all know by now, if you are on a list page, any list page, you can apply one or more filters to reduce the amount of data that you're going to see. So the first thing I obviously need to do is to reveal my filter panel. I'm going to click on filter list by filter, choose a field. In this case, I'm going to use name field, and I'm going to filter for all names that begin with the letter A. Okay, so far so good, very straightforward. Now, if I'm often interested in the same list of customers, I may want to save this view. So I'm going to call it my view. And there it is. So tomorrow when I arrive at work and I go into my customer list and I want to again look at the A customers, I don't have to go and reapply the filters. I simply click on my view and there they are. Fantastic. Small problem, it's a personal view. So it belongs to me alone. And if my colleague who sits next to me needs to look at the same list, they're going to have to create their own filters and save them as their view. It is completely isolated to me and my user account. However, there may be situations where you want to have a view or a number of views that are not restricted to one user or personalized, but are available to all users. And luckily, we can do this through customization. So I'm going to go into my VS Code. I am going to add a new page extension. We have to give it a name, obviously. My custom views on the customer list page. Finish that. And here's my page extension. So now I'm going to add a couple of views to that page. You start with the keyword views, no parameters, a couple of curly brackets to make it a container. And then I need to tell it where I want to add views. I'm going to simply say add first. Don't need anything else. Curly brackets. And now I'm ready to add an actual view. So keyword is view. Open bracket, give it a name. Open brackets, curly brackets again. Simple parameters. I'm going to give it a caption. A list. And then I set the filters. So filters, we use a where clause, similar to other where clauses that are used in AL. So I need to tell it which field I'm filtering. The name equals keyword filter, and then the value that I want to filter to. Pretty straightforward. And let's say I want to add another one. So I'm going to be lazy and just copy this one. I need to change that to E, give it a different unique name, and set the correct filter. And let's do one more, a different one. Let's call this one what shall we call it? Let's call it view. And we will make the caption payments due. Oopsie. Filters. Oopsie. Equals balance. Where balance equals filter greater than naught. That's stay there. Save that. Violet. And here we have it. That was still my personal view that I added. Nobody else will see that. But all of our users should now have available the A list and the B list and payments due. Done. Now the difference between this and a personal list, if I look at my personal list up here, because this is personal, I can remove it. I don't need it anymore. It's now superfluous because I have my predefined A list right here. And what I can do, similar to the all view, which is a default, I can add additional filters to this A list and I can save them as a personalized view. But I think we can leave it like that. I think that's pretty neat. A list, B list, and payments due. The only snag that I see with this is it is in fact, it is hard-coded. It's not dynamic based on the data. So for example, let's say we wanted to sort this or filter this by the salesperson. The salesperson is dynamic. The system would need to know who I am. I only want to see my people. How would I do that? I think I'm going to experiment a little bit more and we'll make that the subject of our next video. Thanks. Cheers.